me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take a ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I.
Hi, please like and subscribe to Anime Ultra for this fire thumbnail. And so let's get into the story. So the Uzamaki clan is known for being a combination of the big three Dojutsu, being the Sharingan, Byakugan, and the Rinnegan. And that's the combination of the Uzumaki Dojutsu, and that's basically why they were all feared by the great nations and being extinct. But only a few members of this clan can have it, and only like 25%. And that's why they were feared, because 25% of them did have it, and so they just overran the Uzumaki clan. And you have to be part of another clan to have this dojutsu, in which the 25% of them were. And so that's what happens. And so when Naruto sees his parents die right in front of him, he, like a spiral, goes on his eyes, and it shows the Uzumaki clan's symbol. And Kushina sees it in her dying breath, smiling, just thinking, Minato, our son's going to save the world from Madara Uchiha. And Danzo sees and tries to take his eye so quick because he does not want this mere child having such a prestigious dojutsu. And so, but he gets blown back 10 miles at that, because the Uzumaki clan's dojutsu is it's basically a built-in seal in the Uzumaki clan, and it's a seal in every kid's parent, and then it gets passed down generations. And it's a small seal on, like a very small seal on their neck. And its imprintment, it shows the Uzumaki clan. And that thing on their neck seals the Byakugan, like it's like the Byakugan seal, but without the, like, making them just fall down. It doesn't make it so that it's used for attacking. It's used to make people not be able to take their eyes or anything. And so Lord Third sees that, and like Danzo knows that he can't do anything. And Danzo got really hurt from that, actually having to use Izanagi once, and thinks, I can't do anything about that. Stupid dojutsu. And so then Lord Third has Jiraiya come to him and Jiraiya says, at age 8 I can train him till he's 12, because I have my spy network that I have to do. And Lord Third says, okay, Jiraiya. And so then Naruto lives with Kakashi. That's the second best thing. And it helps him with his dojutsu. And Kakashi doesn't know really anything about his dojutsu, but he tries to train him, because some of the abilities is like the Sharingan. And so, sorry about that, my thumbnail messed up. This is future Nexus, by the way. I know, crazy, right? But regular Nexus is coming back. Okay. And so Kakashi trains him, and he has stages of the Sharingan and the Byakugan, one of each actually. So he can perceive people's movements faster, and he can see people's tenketsu. which is very helpful in both aspects of the jutsu. And so he is also more wise from his well, Rinnegan traits, if you will, because it's not really a power, it's a trait. And so he learns 4 jutsu that helps him really good. Fireball jutsu, Chidori, because he has the tunnel vision from the Sharingan effect of his dojutsu. He has shadow clones, and he has finally one style wind bullet. So he's already has the clone jutsu by the age of 8, because Lord Third just loosened his seal just a little bit, being easy. And so, oh, then Jiraiya comes at age 8, takes Naruto, and he's already getting. So Jiraiya just really doesn't have to do, like, doesn't have to worry about much, or if his grades get behind, because he's already passed. He's just waiting on the tape, but he's gonna go back anyways for like the last year, so that he actually gets his grades and stuff, and he'll just do everything that they did, and it'll be fine for that last year. And so that's what happens. And so Naruto is what he learns for his years with Jiraiya is he trains all his chakra natures, gets all bullet jutsu, gets toad summoning, and unlocks the second stage. And there's 8 stages of this dojutsu, and 2 abilities per stage. And when he gets his second one, cardinal birds, he gets cardinal birds, and a cardinal comes with a scroll, and he writes his name down and stuff. And these birds are basically substitutions and for genjutsu. Like, why would it be for genjutsu? So when he makes his eyes and then tries to genjutsu, his eyes spiral in that person's mind, and then their body just fall over. Like, literally just, like, fall over. And then, like, in a real world, they're just standing there. And, like, it's 1 second in the real world, but it's, like, a day in the actual world. And so then they wake up, and then they see cardinals swarming them, and then see one of them. And then that's when Naruto comes out of nowhere with a sword and just starts slashing, smiling. And this is his own world, so he can do whatever he wants. And so then, in the real world, they just fall down. And this takes 25% of Naruto's chakra. He has, the Namikaze clan has way more chakra in this one. That's the only way this dojutsu would work, because it needs tons of chakra. So it takes 25%. And like, the Namikaze clan have more chakra than, like, the Uchiha clan. That's how this will work out. And I'm not making him a Senju. He'll be too overpowered. And so this is really strong. I'm sorry, my freaking thumbnail's making me freak out. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, when I moved on, it just messed it up. But sidetrack that. And so he also awakens the ability like a Kamui. So when he like Kamus, basically, it seals them in his own dimension, and he can send like weapons and stuff. And he also gets pressure damage and trains with a samurai for 2 years. Masters his katana, and he goes back. And people look at him, calling him Demon Brat. Why is he back? And he does not care at all, because he already knows that he has the 9 tails from Jiraiya. So he lives with Kakashi again. And so he is top of his class for the last year. And when he gets in a fight with Sasuke, he doesn't even need to use his dojutsu, because he is already low Chunin level. And so Sasuke has a 1 Tomoe Sharingan. But he can still beat Sasuke with ease, practically ease. And so he has Naruto has two jutsu of his four chakra natures: Water Dragon Jutsu, Phoenix Style, Fireball Jutsu, Lightning Shockwave Jutsu, Wind Style Guild Palm. And then his friends are likes him, but then he walks home and sees the skull of ceiling with a kid, and so he just knocks that kid out and then he looking at it, and then he sees the Uzamaki version of it. This version is the Uzamaki clan, and only people with the Dojutsu can do it. So they have their Dojutsu on, and then they stare at their hand, trying to focus a lot of chakra in it, and then they do it, and then they put it on a kunai. And you have to have really good chakra control and concentration to do it, or you have to have tons of chakra, or you have to there's special cases for it, and Naruto will be one of those special cases. And so after that, he starts training, and he gets on the team with Hinata and Sasuke. And he says, Kakashi says, what are your dreams and aspirations? And Hinata says, my dream is to be a powerful Kanochi, and says, my dream is blushes at Naruto. And Naruto says, I want to be Hokage, and Sasuke says same. And so Naruto actually eats with Hinata, and Sasuke rejects original. And so the bell test and the Zabuza arc will be next part. So please subscribe. I'm sorry what happened to my thumbnail. I don't know what happened. So that's just the software I'm using or something. I don't know. Please just ignore it, and hopefully it'll be better next time. So with all that out the way, see you later. Alligator. And comment in the description what I should call you, guys. Should I call you the legendary Sonines or whatever? Go to my Instagram, Nexus_Sonine, and comment in the description. Please comment my vids. I really need to start asking people to comment. So please comment. Just say I like it or something. I don't care. So just comment, and bye guys.